Yo, what up? It's Donut, and you tuning in to all your Illuminati news. The 2024 rituals are happening now. Yes, hello, everybody. Make sure to smash that like button before we get into the Illuminati news and put a one in the comment to let me know you can hear me okay. I hope everybody is doing good. It looks like everyone can hear me okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So let's get right into it. There was some UFO activity, first off, at an Air Force base, and it was some orbs. I'm going to play the clip real quick.
On that,
Every few minutes.
we got something flying in the way.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
I'm not too sure to what it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to watch the replay and see what that was.
Something. Hold on. What was
Let's
that?
go in the opposite direction.
Right now.
We saw something else fly above too.
Jeez Louise. Josh
Yeah.
was spotting the UFOs, man. Are you
saw
ready?
that? Someone has to watch the replay on that one.
Yo, do we have anyone?
Oh,
Yes!
So it's an orb.
what is that?
Oh, that's...
And we've been going over the orbs and how the orbs are actually plasma. And these orbs started showing up like the Foo Fighters and whatnot after the atomic detonation took place, which was using the plasma field around it, according to some books I've been reading on the topic. And this is when ball lightning started happening. So these balls, these plasma orbs would appear sort of like this, and counter if this is fake or not. Who knows? It could be totally fake, but the orb is getting information from its surroundings. We did a couple videos on it on the last few streams that went deep into it, and the demon in the Ecker, which is the pyramid. But we're going to go over the 2024 rituals, Tesla robot attacks, breaking Illuminati news, a lot of 666 stuff, as tonight is the last full moon of 2023, the cold moon for the Doc Winter. And we've been breaking down pattern recognition all throughout the year, how these full moons or eclipses are connected to sacrifices, even symbolically. Here's Matthew Perry, who passed away on 10/28, which is that 128 code, just like Julia Roberts was born on 128. And Obama's new movie out, Leave the World Behind, December 8th, 12/8, 128. And you can see right here it says ball, which goes into Christmas and Saturnalia and all that. So look out for some sort of ritual to take place tonight or tomorrow. There's a 3-day window with these sacrifices. We can just do pattern recognition of young Dolph, rest in peace, or even Evelyn de Rothschild, or a lot of people in the fashion industry. The moon is connected to a lot of these rituals that go down. And tonight is the full moon, the Luna. And on the moon is a bunny. And we're in the year of the rabbit, 2023. I said this will be the UFO year. We just played the UFO clip because the lunar calendar is like the old calendar. The Gregorian calendar, we've been duped. That's what April Fool's Day is all about. It's all a fool. We fooled y'all because that's not the real calendar. Is Decem, December is 10. It's the 10th month. But we're going into the year of the dragon. But we were able to predict all this UFO stuff because there's a bunny on the moon. Now, Obama, who released this film, also showed up dressed up as Santa Claus, which is Odin, which is Thor's father, Thursday. And there's this bear right here that says Thursday. I'm sure there's a connection. But this framing, it might look like it's off the cuff, like there's not much to it. You got the checkerboard floors, just like an iPet goat. You got the checkerboard floor with Obama and George Bush. And look right here is the dragon. I wonder if there's the year of the dragon connected to any of this, because the year of the dragon ends on the 128 code right here. February 10th is when it starts the year, and it ends on 128, January 28th. The 128 code with the dragon. And here's him on the checkerboard floor, But as you can see, that this looks like it's just off the cuff, that they didn't plan this out. Well, I'm telling you, with 41.7 million people watching his movie, they plan everything out. So it might not look like it's planned out. The symbols you see in the background, you can see the VUV, the V, which is connected to the 666. We're going to break this down. A lot of people missed a lot of the symbolism within this for Christmas and the Kabbalistic Christmas tree behind him. We're going to break this all down, but first, smash that like button. We got over 500 people in here in the late night show. We're going to smash that like button and share this video out. While you share this video out, it gets into the algorithm, and then people get to watch the video. Just from a simple share and a simple likey poo does so much for us. Hello, Moon Empath. Project Cheney in the house. Make sure to go watch Project Cheney and I's podcast we did. Illuminati confirmed. Luna, Selena. Hello from Australia. Melanie, what good? Oh, nice shirt. Eric says he likes this shirt. This was a old donut shirt. It's Lay's potato chips, but they're microchips. Dropped this right when the lockdowns were going off. And, Merry Christmas to everybody, too. Everybody got their VHS box, hopefully. We sent all those out. They sold out, so thank you for the support. I'm going to try to get this. Even Alex Stein. Shout out to Alex Stein. He got his VHS box and gave me a shout out on the show.
Donut! Everybody needs to go get the donut! Strange news phenomena! Look at these guys. Look what you get. You're getting stickers, koozies for the jacuzzi. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling the cats. Honestly, the cats are going to love that. But that's for the cats. Magnets? Look at Donut on the freaking Sea-Doo! Let's go!
Yeah, I'm going to check out what happened, Yvonne, with The Weeknd. I guess The Weeknd posted something. We'll look into that. But shout out to everybody. Hopefully you got the VHS box. This was the newest edition. They're like Pokemon cards because we only drop them once a year. This one only had 10, and this one came out with 100 boxes in 2020, so 3 years ago. And you even had, you even got Kanye on there as he just apologized to me. He said, and I forgive you, Kanye. I love you, Kanye. So let's get into it. Let's get into this Illuminati news because a lot of people missed this. So he's speaking at this Christmas function just like George Bush did with the kids. George Bush was speaking to the kids when 9/11 happened and the towers fell down at 1028, 128, the 128 code. Now check this out. Look right in the background. You see the inverted pentagram right there, satanic inverted pentagram. It reminds me a lot of the Order of the Eastern Star because of the color coding. I'm not sure what color is over here, but if there was red, it's definitely the Order of the Eastern Star with the colors, but it's the inverted pentagram. The penta, the 5, the fighter, the 5, the pentagon, the 5 rose petals of Venus, making the rose petals. Going back to the War of the Roses as well, the rose symbolism, very feminine, the sacred feminine, as a lot of this stuff goes into actual queens controlling the world, not kings. But here is a lot of symbolism within that. I thought that was a great find. But we can see this 218128 code. Remember October 4th at 2:18, a couple minutes early with the 128 in it. There's something up with this code, with this number system, because right after this emergency text happened, we had the Middle East conflict just a few moments after it. So what's going on? I mean, with the breakdowns of these films, what's happening is the deer, right? What's in the news right now? Zombie deer. I didn't even pull that up. I didn't pull up the articles, but zombie deer, is that a hint to that happening? Now, the deer symbolism showed up in the new Grand Theft Auto poster. They posted the deer, and Grand Theft Auto posted their commercial the day this came out while the kids wearing the Grand Theft Auto t-shirt. So the video games, the sodas, the Mountain Dews, the Lay's potato chips, the RFD microchip potato chips, MK Ultra, it's all connected in the simulacrum, including the fashion industry. As the fashion industry, as these Tesla bots are attacking people. We'll get into that article. But the Tesla bots was predicted in the VMAs. And so these fashion shows like Ball, Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen's fashion shows, they're showing everybody the new technologies in the quantum computers to be utilized with the AI and all that for control, because it's on such a deep subconscious layer of programming that is scientific. It's a scientific dictatorship that we live in. Your cell phone and all that, it knows more about you than you know about yourself. It knows your heart, like it beating. It knows the patterns that you're walking, how many steps you take. It knows when you're angry, when you're scrolling through and you stop at a post and look at it for a couple seconds. It's watching your eyeballs, and it's engaging in all these aspects that ultimately sell you a product or a vote. Products, votes, all of this is manipulation. It's fabricated consent. Maybe that's not the word to use, but it's manufactured in a sense, the manufactured consent propaganda for you to get a vote, to buy a product. And it's all using very, very subliminal programming, especially sexual programming as well, with fellatio and wetness and arousal and all of that in these magazine covers on the billboards. And these billboards, you're not looking at them. The billboards are looking at you, like obey. It looks at you. You look at it. So you imitate it, because you and me, baby, ain't nothing but a mammal. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel, imitating what we're seeing for the ideal image that the corporations are pushing. So you see a billboard of Kim Kardashian, you're going to want to look like Kim Kardashian or Brad Pitt. Like, so that's what happens. And I was just in Mexico, and I really got to take some time away from the cell phone and the consumption of media, which is really good. And I even shot a music video out there, which was going to be dropping pretty soon. I mean, it was off the hook. It was off the hook. So give me a couple likes, and I'm going to drop that music video for all y'all, because it was a lot of fun. And one way to break out of the robot programming is through vocation. Your vocation, your excitement, your purpose, your passion, by pursuing that, which this is my passion and vocation. I love doing what I'm doing. This is a way to break out of the system of control, is by following your vocation. And I've been promoting that since day one on this channel. So here's Leave the World Behind. They talked about the winter solstice rituals. We just went through the winter solstice on the 21st. And when I was in Mexico, the news was a lot different than the news in America. I kept peeking at the news. And in Mexico, there was a terrible massacre that happened. Not a lot of people know that, probably in America, because it wasn't on your news station. What was on the news station in America was that you got all these illegals coming over. So there's two different narratives on two different countries. And even if you're in one country, whether that's in the Middle East or here in America or wherever, you're in your own individual bubble of programming. Even in this own field of alternative looking at topics, it's all in your own little bubble. So it's a good thought experiment to leave your bubble and put yourselves in the shoes of others as well. It's not easy to do, but it's a good thing to do, to keep expanding and breaking pattern. pattern recognition, break the pattern. That's another way to break the matrix, is by breaking pattern. Now here is Obama, all about the V, right? What's the V? Oh, well, all about V. Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to say what I'm just thinking right now. I'm sure everyone else knows what I'm thinking with that letter. But V is the VUV, which is the sixth letter. It's all about the 666, and it's in the blue, right? The blue frequency is a 666 hertz. And you can even see in his movie, they showed the 666 with the time, 666, with the blue, the 666 blue. And there's the 666 blue right there. Six is all over. Is this a coincidence? On his 60th birthday, you can donate $6, 60 or 600, 666, 66, all the sixes everywhere. This was for Obama's birthday. As we've been doing this research for a minute now. So we see the pattern recognition popping up even with this word equaling 666, and that's happening in 2020. And then if you minus 2020 minus the 666, or divide it, I mean, it equals Joe Biden's text code, the 30330. So you got all this 666 connected to the blue Democrats. The blue Democrats all connected. He even did his 666 speech, 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks on October 1st. In 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 minutes would be November 18th, Mickey Mouse's birthday, or the 322 day of the year, or the day Adam Weishaupt, the founder of the Illuminati, died. Now, Mickey Mouse is losing its copyright protection next week. Something to bring up since his birthday's on that November 18th day. But this was another thing I noticed. I noticed this looked a lot like the Sephiroth. But I'm like, okay, it looks like it because you got 3 lines going down, right? 1, 2, 3. And right here, it's 1 and then 2. You can see this thing. Like, why did they put that over there? It just doesn't make sense. Because this is symbolism. 1, 2, 3. But there's only 9. You need 10. Well, let's do a zoom out of this image that we're seeing. You can see there's the 10th one. I mean, maybe I'm stretching, but I am looking into symbols. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Just looking into symbols. And it makes sense for that to be the symbol because the Christmas tree, as I just learned from Anya Saru at the Spiritual Shade Room, that the Christmas tree is also the tree of life, and the ornaments going around it is all connected. So it absolutely makes sense that that's what that symbol is. As we're coming up onto the 2024 rituals, and we just crashed through 1,000 people streaming. Make sure you smash that like button. Every time we crash through 1,000, I'm going to remind y'all to smash that like button. It means a lot. It means a lot. What's up, Brian? What's up, Shyla? Shyla says February 11th, Las Vegas 58th on the day, Whitney Houston. I think she's speaking of the Super Bowl. We're going to get into the Super Bowl and how it's all connected. Yes. What's up, Tara? She says, sup, donut. And the Da'oth is hidden. Yes. The Da'oth is the hidden Sephiroth where you get Darth Vader. And Darth, if you're looking at the body of the Sephiroth, is the neck. And that's what Darth Vader does. He chokes people at the neck and he speaks through, like, his voice is weird. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's all connected. But 24 is Omega. Right here. You can see the Omega logo right here. And there's the Alpha and the Omega. On the dollar bill, you got the Alpha and the Omega. And A24, right? 24 is also X in the English alphabet. As we're going to have an X over America in Texas. All my X's are from Texas. But this movie, Leave the World Behind and Civil War, they're working compatible together. They're both part of the programming. And since we're talking about the pathways in mysticism, Aleister Crowley has the 32 pathways. And you can see the Jesuits got the 32 spokes right here, just like the Miami Dolphins got the 32 spokes, just like Beyonce won the 32 Grammys in Las Vegas on the 32nd floor. That tragic event happened in front of a pyramid. Well, on the A24, because this is all symbolism, that's what we look at. We look at symbolism here on the channel. And it just gets more deeper with color coding. I mean, it just gets deep. So the divided America map is into 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Pentagon. But the Loyalist states, there's 32 states. So right there, boom, you got another huge symbolism. This is a huge symbol. So them being the 32 states is huge. This is the map, like the FEMA map and whatever. And right here, you can see that when Obama was speaking as Skinny Santa, it's all about the experience. Are they hinting at the solar eclipse, the X over America? A24, 24's X right here on April 8th. Yeah, I think they are, because you can see that Trump is the eclipse on The Economist magazine, and Melania Trump is missing. That's in the news. The Gregorian calendar, we've all been duped, but let's just pretend that New Year's is New Year's, right? January 1st coming up. And if we do a world in review of the year, the first of the year, Miley Cyrus was performing underneath the Royal Arch with Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton dropped their Illuminati album doing the Illuminati Eye. Miley Cyrus posted each one of her music videos had the 322 timestamp in it. And while they were performing, the Queen of Memphis passed away. Gangsta Boo, rest in peace, at 43. And then Aaron Carter passed away in a tub like Matthew Perry at 34. The Reflection, just like the Queen died at 96 and the other Queen died at 69. These reflection numbers. But hip hop reacts to the passing of Gangsta Boo on New Year's Day. So that was the sacrifice for Memphis. Making easy money, pimping hoes is serious. Memphis, Tennessee, where Miley Cyrus is from, which is the 36th parallel. A lot of stuff is connected to this 36th parallel. Las Vegas, the Luxor, that pyramid, I believe is on the 36th parallel. Tennessee's on the 36th parallel. And I believe I'm the first channel to bring up the 36th parallel connection. A lot of the 33rd parallel are the death row states. These are dragon lines. We're going into the year of the dragon. In the dragon lines, there are frequencies. So certain points of the world are connected to certain entities, according to the ancients or even Manly P. Hall writing it out, the sigils. So each place on the map on these ley lines, the Templars were very fascinated with the dragon lines, the ley lines, the meridians, and the meridians are in our own body as well as on the planet. It's like an as above, so below kind of thing. A macrocosm. Just like the plasma balls that are popping up, these UFOs. If you look at plasma and you put electricity into the plasma, it reacts just the way that a body would react to a pathogen. So it resembles life. And the word plasma was used because of its resemblance to life. So this whole plasma thing's crazy. I just did this deep dive on it, and it's just a crazy thing. But going back to the 36th parallel in the ley line, Jelly Roll is someone to look out for. Shout out to Jelly Roll. I actually edited an interview of Jelly Roll back in the day. And he's wearing the checkerboard floor, but he's from Nashville, right? The Tennessee, Nashville. And he's getting a lot of praise. And he has the Sampuco eyeballs. This is symbolism. This means something tragic is coming their way. You can even see that Jesus is depicted a lot in art with the same Sampaku eyeballs. And Sampaku means the three whites down here. So I'm looking out for Jelly Roll to perform maybe at the New Year's Eve special. If he performs at New Year's Eve special, there's no information on it that he is or he isn't. But if he does, I would very, very much be looking out for Jelly Roll, because these New Year's celebration are straight connected to rituals. Miley Cyrus, Pete Davidson, all this. Gangsta Boo passing away. And let's not forget that Gangsta Boo and Jelly Roll are both part of the 3-6 Mafia. That's who like gave them their start, in a sense. You know what I mean? So January 1st, several new laws are coming into effect. I mean, the banning of books, that's one thing. They banned Brave New World. That book by Aldous Huxley, as you can see the Huxleys in that Leave the World Behind video. Aldous Huxley and his brother Julian Huxley, these insiders. Julian Huxley created UNESCO, where the aliens, I was just in Mexico, right? Well, the Mexico aliens that they showed, that Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying, oh no, it's fake. Oh, well, no, Neil deGrasse Tyson, yeah, right. That is all from the United Nations, Julian Huxley. There's this connection to saving the environment. That's the propaganda term. But the real agenda behind it's eugenics. So another thing that's happening besides these book bannings. Oh, hello, Patty. Patty says, Donut love from Hell's Canyon and Cape Town, South Africa. Shout out to Cape Town, South Africa. Shout out to all y'all watching right now. Make sure to smash the like button. Oh, okay, Donut. The three whites in our eyes. Yes, that's the Sampaku eyes. Homer's favorite donut is the Jelly Roll. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. So this is another interesting thing that's happening on the first of the year with T-Mobile. Right? T-Mobile on January 1st, they're going to start charging people for violations. Those violations is called the shaft. That's what they're calling it, the shaft. And you can get fined $2,000 for social engineering or posting or having illegal content on your phone or something. There's a lot of stuff on here. I mean, this is starting to be the social credit scoring system happening. But I thought it was interesting that you get 2,000 fine for social engineering, that they use that term. Social engineering is psychological manipulation. I mean, it is 5th generation warfare, social engineering. This is connected to what I'm exposing over here on the Donut Factory, is the social engineering of, let's say, the hippies or hip hop or the music industry or the movies or Leave the World Behind. That is the fashion industry as well. The fashion industry, social engineering, engineered consent. That was the word I wanted to use earlier. Engineered consent. So T-Mobile, I made a video on Instagram showing, I was the first one to show this, but the T-Mobile logo is the 2-ball cane. It's the 2 balls and the 7 right here. It's a 7, right? It's 2 7s, but it's the 7 and the 2 balls, the 2-ball cane, the 007. And I got a lot of flack for it. People are like, this is why I unsubscribed to you. You're saying that the TJ Maxx logo is a Knights Templar logo. It is a Knights Templar logo. Like, you can't deny a symbol. When you see a symbol, it's like, yo, that's the symbol. It's the double cross of Lorraine. That's a Knights Templar symbol. It's part of the TJ Maxx logo. And the TJ Maxx logo also has the 2-ball cane in it. So, I mean, it's not, people are like, I'm unsubscribing. This is crazy. Yeah. It's like, okay, it's just crazy. I mean, people love their servitude. People love their TJ Maxx. People love their social credit scoring system. Now there's this. I'm screwed in the social credit scoring system. I'm effed. If you're not effed in the social credit scoring system, shame on you. That's all I gotta say. Shame on you. But T-Mobile, they were doing that thing with Elon not too long ago. I was talking about that. T-Mobile to buy Mint Mobile, which is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds was Satan, right? For Mint Mobile. I mean, it's all connected. It's all satanic. It's all satanic fifth generation warfare happening. They're banning thousands of books. And this is what to expect in 2024. It's just crazy. The world is absolutely nuts. People don't want responsibility. They want servitude. They want the queens and kings to take care of them. And you know what? It is annoying, but it is what it is. It's how it, nothing new under the sun. And, you know, it's how it's been for forever. So Taylor Swift, she is like ruining this football team. I don't know jack about football at all. I don't know nothing about football, but it seems like Taylor Swift, wherever she performs at a stadium, they'll lose their game. And she started like dating some football player, and she's wearing this hat with her friend, which is 87 and 15. And that's the 201 right there. The 201 is like you got event 201. It's a huge Illuminati number. Here's the Squid Games that landed on 201. Thought that was interesting. Wanted to notate the Swifties. But the Super Bowl is going to take place on February 18th, the 49th day of the year. I was just in Mexico hanging out with the Illusion, and he was saying to look out for the 49ers. I'm looking out for them Dolphins because I'm obsessed with the Illuminati Dolphins. But the Super Bowl is going to be taking place in Paradise, Nevada. Well, that's where that event just went down at the UNLV, remember? And I was like, yo, that's the 36th parallel. I did a whole post on it. Paradise, Nevada, where that UNLV event went down. Well, that's where the Super Bowl is going down on the 36th parallel. Now, check this out. It was founded the day Leave the World Behind was released, December 8th, the 128 code. So definitely setting it up for rituals, just like how this year the Super Bowl ritual was all set up for egg rituals. The Memphis Rite shows the egg. The Kniff, like you got Ken Kniff from Connecticut, where Skull and Bones is from, the Eminem thing. Oh, looks like Black Pegasus is up in here. Yo, Black Pegasus. Everybody go subscribe to Black Pegasus. He spit them freestyles. Check this out, Black Pegasus. I'm going to be dropping a music video pretty soon. I'll play a little clip. It's going to be a nutty video. You're going to love it, bro. But shout out to Black Pegasus. He's got some amazing music videos. Tesla robot terror. Engineered attack at factory. Trail of blood. And we can see that Bad Bunny was awarded in the year of the bunny. And then you got the twerking Tesla bots right here. This is all warming up the subconscious mind for what's to come. That's what these shows are about. Here's the quantum computers at the Grammys, the satanic Grammys. Remember that satanic thing was dancing? And it's all connected to the fashion shows. Here's Cream Master. Don't Google Cream Master because you're going to see some gross stuff. But you can see that this is the stage that they use in a lot of, you see the symbol in a lot of stuff. But this is Barney. What's his name? Matthew Barney. He dated Bjork, I think. But he made the Cream Master. This is all the fashion industry, like Balenciaga. And look, he's got the double-headed eagle, just like Kanye's vultures using it. But Kanye, he apologized to the Jewish community. So he asking for forgiveness in Hebrew. and amends. And I want to say, I forgive you, Kanye. I love you, dog. For sure. For sure. It's the full moon. It's the full moon. Oh, this is a crazy thing about fashion. My friend, he's wicked smart friend of mine. He was telling me that in good economy, the fashion industry, like girls will dress more provocatively when times are booming. So you'll see more like skin when times are doing good. But when things are doing bad, girls will dress more conservatively. And I thought that was crazy because he's all into fashion. He knows how to like take pictures and all that. And you saying, look out for the yield curve inversion. Like a lot of big money knows we're heading into a depression. And you just look at the yield curve inversion and it proves that. I don't know anything about it, but I thought that was interesting that if things get bad, just you're not going to see as much skin anymore, fellas. But here's the UFO caught on camera hovering over Air Force One during Joe Biden's fundraising trip to LA. It's that orb, the ball lightning orbs, the plasma. The plasma, it pops up and it gets information for the rest of the plasma. This was another interesting thing that happened this year. Speaking of strange news and phenomena, is this black line. That was another strange thing that happened this year. I mean, there's so many strange things like the vagina clouds. I don't know if you ever seen that, but the vagina clouds, that's what they call it. Okay. I'm not being weird. That's what they call it. They show up before the earthquake happened in Turkey, and they just showed up again not too long ago. So many weird things. Like, here's Uruguay. This happened too this year in 2023. 2,000 penguins washed up dead in Uruguay. I want to go travel there. But penguins, we did the breakdown of the Illuminati penguins. Do you see that penguin on her shirt? The December 8th, 128, they leave the world behind happen. Yeah, it's all in the code. Here's leave the world behind when he's texting his wife, Maya, which I think means illusion. But he says, is AT200 the right flight number? It's not showing up. And I looked up AT200. I mean, they really did their research in this movie. Every single clip, even this little clip that only shows up for 1 little millisecond that nobody probably has talked about. Because when I dissect the film, I go through clip by clip because I'm a filmmaker / editor. So that's what I do. I like to look at each little clip because I know that everything that we are shown is for a reason. And it could even go into the color coding of the red, white, and blue right there. You know, I mean, it gets deep. But AT200, I Googled it, and it is Casablanca, which is in Morocco, which is where his wife was in Morocco to JFK Airport. And I was looking at all these dates. It's always at 555. I thought that was weird. If you guys got any connections with 555, put it down in the comment below. Because it's always on that time, except for if like it gets delayed, but it's supposed to be at 555. But leave the world behind. That's where she's at in Morocco. And her flight was in Casablanca. And Casablanca means White House. So, I mean, this movie is very, very deep in the symbolism. It is very, very deep. And we've been breaking it down. And Casablanca is known for that city of Fez, right? Fez, Morocco. That's where like the Shriners have the Fez hat, right? You see in masonry from Fez, Morocco, the Fez hat. And then you got Fez from That 70 Show. So another thing to look out for in 2024, Tommy Truthful broke this down in the Truth Mafia podcast I did with him and Ani on 9/17, 2024. It showed up on the screen. I thought that was a really good catch, something to look out for. But that date, they picked that date because that's the day that they signed the Constitution. The Constitution was signed that day right after a mystery man that came out and spoke and disappeared told everyone to sign it. How weird is that? That's another phenomena. But the New Year's is going to be taking place, and there's this new building called Fontaine in Vegas. Fontaine Blue. Fontaine goes into the Templars as Fontaine, like in Who Cloned Tyrone. Fontaine was one of the original Knights Templars. You got 9 original Knights Templars for Saturnalia. And Lil Uzi Vert, who's a Knights Templar as well, in his new music video, he paid homage, I think, to the Knights Templars with the Iron Cross. See, this is just symbolism that I'm pointing out, that you can't deny the symbolism. It's the Iron Cross of the Knights Templars, and there's 9 of them, just like 9 members of Wu-Tang, just like 9 people on the Brady Bunch. It's the Tic-Tac-Toe Octothorpe. That's why Blink-182 released the Tic-Tac-Toe UFO this year. And look, 182, that 128 right there. And it's the bunny. It's a swastika as well. Look, there's the arms. It's a swastika. It's a hidden swastika because they're connected with Operation Paperclip and the Church of Scientology. And they're saying that life's on K218B, the 128. So, I mean, this stuff be popping up everywhere in the story. Even National UFO Day, July 2nd, leaves 182 days until the end of the year. Very, very high-tech stuff. Stepson of missing Titanic submersible billionaire praised for attending Blink-182 show. So a lot of strange things are happening. Tyrese, them hips don't lie, wearing the red dress. You got the Knights Templar symbolism with Lil Uzi Vert, and even 50 Cent wearing the double cross right here, the cross of Lorraine. Because I've been looking out for 50 all year, nothing seems to be happening, but a lot of weird stuff's happening with the Waymo, right? Speaking of social credit scoring system, Waymo, this is all over Arizona, self-driving cars. Right, it's the AI that you see and leave the world behind poster. Sure, they're Teslas, but the Waymo is like already, look, all these Tesla cars crashing. The Waymo is already in operation here, and this is Google. Google owns Waymo, so look out for Waymo tyranny coming to your town. Now, click the link below. Go subscribe to the Patreon. We drop the winter solstice rituals in Mexico, biohacking and symbolism. This is a wonderful video. Make sure to go like it. We drop at least 4 videos a month over here. We got this plasma. If you want to know more about the plasma and the demons and angels and the pyramids, go subscribe to the Patreon. It supports the channel. Plus, you get a bunch of information. I mean, a bunch of videos. We released the VHS box there first. Go do it. What you waiting for? Go do it. It's donut. Smash the like button. Much love, everybody. And God bless y'all.